All right, we're back here at the 41st Pirates Cove Billfish tournament. Sitting here with Captain Marty. We're gonna talk strategy here in just a few moments, but I do need to shout out to our sponsors like ELS, OBX, and Maniel, electrical and lighting solutions that you can count on. They service residential. They do commercial. They actually just did all those lights on Nag's Head, like in case there's a power outage, they'll stay on. I think that's pretty neat. And they're online at elsobx.com. They're getting ready to start a job at my house. Fantastic folks over there.
And they make really good barbecue sauce.
And they make very good barbecue sauce. I wasn't holding out on you yesterday, Marty, about the barbecue sauce.
I got my bottle.
Okay, good. Because despite what others may say, I was not holding out.
I've actually been hitting the bottle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking shots of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I got you.
Keep you wide awake.
Let's shout out to Crossway Composites on Harbor Road in Wanchese for your custom dream boats to fighting chairs. They have you covered. Visit them online at crossweight.com. That's CROSWAIT.com. As Miss Ashley, your partner in crime over there, does a little dance.
One S.
Yep. 1S. So, Marty, let's talk strategy now. What was the strategy today? What are we talking about here?
Well, the point is we're on day 2 is in the books.
Okay.
Of 4. The boats will fish 3 out of 4 days. We'll have a good fleet the next 2 days. But if you're behind, you look at the scoreboard. We talked earlier, you got boats. Let's just take the Viking 82. It's got 800 points. That's 8 white sails or spears. Those are all 100 points apiece.
Okay.
He's got 800.
Okay.
So we have only killed one blue marlin in 3 years, but every once in a while, one of these big August blue marlin that this area is famous for will come up. And so a lot of boats that are behind, there's quite a few boats with 0 points as well, and a lot of boats with 300 or 400 points. So if you're hopelessly behind, let's just say you have no points, all right?
Okay.
You're behind, and you're competing with the Viking 82 that has 800 points. All right, so you would bring in all the dink rigs, the little ballyhoos and the sea witches and things like that, and you would get out the elephant guns.
Okay, the elephant guns.
Either lures, mostly lures nowadays, which I can't believe, or you could also break out a big Spanish mackerel, mullet, a horse
Maybe
ballyhoo.
float a Spanish out there.
And go for the gusto and go for a big one. The reason is, let's look at blue marlin scoring. So a blue marlin under 400 pounds, you get release points, which is 250 points if it photo verifies. From 400 to 600, or from 400 to 699, you get a point and a half per pound.
Oh,
wow. That's pretty good.
That is.
And then from 700 points to 700 pounds and up, you get 2 points per pound. So you're competing against the Viking 82, which has 800 points. You put out your big bait, you go out tomorrow and you catch 1,000-pounder, you get 2,000 points with one fish. And you think, well, what's the odds of that? Well, there's been 7,000-pound blue marlin caught, several of them in this tournament. So the odds are that can happen, and that's the only way you're going to come from behind, because there are not enough billfish right now to have a shootout where you got 7, I got 9,
Right,
so you might be better starting tomorrow to say, let's go for the big fish.
Go for the big fish. Bring out the elephant gun, as you said, and go get the big one. Because the next 2 days, it's going to be crunch time for a lot of those boats like you were talking about that don't have any points whatsoever.
Right.
They got to come from behind, victory kind of thing.
One bite. Paul, Justin, I'm sure you remember in 2008, the Mimi did that. Paul Spencer, both the sons were on the boat. My friend Chris Hall, not the Chris Hall that was just here, the other Chris Hall.
Right.
They were on that boat. They did that. Patrick Bird famously was the mate, and when they put that bait out, they hooked this monster marlin. They fought it for a couple hours. Got it up the boat. Patrick weighs maybe 150 pounds soaking wet.
Yes, he's not very big.
Circling on the leader, they call it pinwheeling.
Yeah.
This little guy is holding on to that leader, and I know our listeners can't see the motions. You can tell what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But
so he's making a clockwise motion, holding it like you're stirring the pot of a
holding
chili.
the leader. And on the end of that 15 feet of leader is a big marlin. They got it up there, and then with all those professional mates, they got gaffs in the fish. The fish was whipped. Could not get it. Well, They pulled it up to pull it through the tuna door, and the hook fell out, but they had the gaffs in it.
Praise the Lord.
Started pulling it through the tuna door, which is the door that's in the stern of those boats, and it wouldn't fit.
Jiminy Christmas.
They ended up having to mash it and squeeze it, and they finally just got it through the door of that boat. And, buddy, it was last day of the tournament, and they headed for shore. And when they got here, we had literally thousands of people on the dock, and that fish weighed 1,128.5 pounds. And it's right, I'm looking at it right now. It's mounted over the tiki hut here at Pirates Cove.
Which is ironically called Mimi's Tiki Hut.
That's right.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's something that you can see if you come out here and walk the docks. Yes, the boat was the Mimi, yes. So walking the docks, that's something that you can see over there by Mimi's Tiki Hut, right there by the ship's store. Again, lots of fun out here. Thank you for giving us the strategy on what a lot of these boats may be doing in the near future, especially over the next couple of days with fishing. Because it's like you said, there are boats that have no fish yet, and we're coming up on the bottom of the ninth, and somebody needs to hit that grand slam to win the ball game. So
and I tell you, who's got the hot hand right now is the Release, the boat from I think it's Wrightsville Beach or more down the coast.
Okay.
They had a good day today with 2 blues and a sail. And they had a sail yesterday, so that's the thing. A few each day is what you want to do and hope for that one big bite.
All right. Well, Capt Marty, thank you for giving us that update. Thank you for giving us the strategy and, who has the hot hand right now. We'll be back in a little bit with another update from the 41st Pirates Cove Billfish Tournament here at Pirates Cove Marina. Definitely a beautiful day, and I look forward to hearing a little bit more. Maybe some fish will be here in a little bit to weigh. That'll be really cool to see, so we'll talk more here in just a little bit.